Hi, this is Ray Guest with Remax Platinum, and I'm trying to catch up a little bit on my video blogs. So this is my May 2012 video blog, and this just shows this graph is there all the time. They update it from year to year, but it shows the return on investment for real estate compared since 2000 until now compared to NASDAQ, S&P, and Dow. You can see real estate over that period of time has actually performed better than those investments. Telling you how many homes sell every day, and that's by the National Association of Realtors. Percent of distressed property sales also by the National Association of Realtors here. And I should have adjusted my window size because it's not showing it all there. But anyhow, the National Association of Realtors, again, this shows pending home sales are trending up. This goes through March of 2012. Pending home sales, that's just kind of breaks in on the last little bit of that since April. It's not over the whole long span, but it's also just through March. That's also by the National Association of Realtors. So that next graph that it pops up is just this section of this graph and doesn't go all the way back to April of, I don't know when that was, a long time ago. So what are they saying here? The increase in households' confidence outlook for the housing market coupled with gradual improvement should drive a rise in home sales later this year. And Duncan from Fannie Mae says, conditions are coming together to encourage people to want to buy homes. Americans' rental price expectations continue to rise. So rents are going up and home values are starting to trend up, at least in some areas at least, around here in Livingston County, they've trended up. So, it's really, we're missing the bottom of the market. It's time to buy now. So they're saying also market is recovering as the factors underlying demand and supply strengthen even after accounting for unusual seasonal patterns brought on by the unusually warm winter. Conditions have not been this strong since the government ended the home buyer tax credits in 2010. And since the peak in home prices, mortgages rates have declined and affordability has risen dramatically. There we are, risen dramatically. Housing affordability is at levels not seen since prior to the early 1990s. It is clear today that was probably not a good time to buy. Well, now may very well be a good time to buy. I was one of those most negative on housing. Finally, I came to the conclusion housing looks like a decent place to put money for the next several years. For those of you renting or on the sidelines, I recommend you at least consider getting back in. And that was Mark Kissel, the PIMCO managing director, who he just bought a home for himself. Whoops, thing's flipping around here. We very much believe we've hit the bottom, and that's Ivy Zellman, housing analyst, named Poison Ivy for harsh positions on housing over the last several years. So even she thinks we've hit bottom. Bears turn to bull. All of these people have turned to bull on the market. Now's a great time to buy. It's now time to buy a home. We very much believe we've hit bottom. Suggest others do what he just did, buy a home. So mortgage rates, 30-year fixed, they're way, way down, 3.75%. And I just had a friend that just got refinanced at just like 3.99. So Standard & Poor's Case-Shiller Home Price Indices. This graph is always a little confusing, but it's got a 10-city composite, a 20-city composite, and it's the change in price over from one year to the next. And anyhow, it shows that we fell off a cliff starting in 2005 to 2007. And now we've been bouncing up and down the bottom, but prices are actually starting to trend back up, at least in some areas. Percentage of contract failures. There's a lot of you get your home sold, and there's a strong chance that the deal will fall apart right now. A lot of deals are falling apart. There's the month's inventory of homes for sale is down quite a bit. From 9 months is pretty high. Actually, 6 months is a good supply of homes, but homes are around here, at least in Livingston County and southeast Michigan generally, at least in some areas there, it's turned into a seller's market. They're talking about there's a big backlog of homes to be foreclosed on that may flood the market with homes, but some of these may not ever come to market because the banks are doing a lot of things to keep these homes from ever coming to market. Americans brace for the next foreclosure wave. That's April 4th of 2012. Flood of foreclosures to hit the housing market April 13th of 2012. More foreclosures drag on home prices April 26th of 2012. This is a little bit useful. It shows the months of supply of homes, of distressed homes by state. In other words, these homes are not necessarily on the market. It's just homes that are likely to come on the market. And here in Michigan, it's shown a 12.5 month supply. Wisconsin's obviously in much better shape. Illinois is in much worse shape. Florida's in worse shape. Texas is in a little better shape. California is in about the same shape. Maine's in worse shape. So you can see Michigan's kind of in the middle of the pack there in terms of months of supply of distressed homes that could come on the market. North Carolina's got 17, Georgia 18. So percentage of distressed property sales has gone down a little to 29%. Those would be short sales and bank-owned homes is 29% of the market now. There was a time when that was up to around 50%. Foreclosures in process by state. So Michigan's doing better than Ohio, Indiana, and Illinois. New York, we're actually way better than Florida and better than a lot of the other areas of the country. There are a few places doing better than us, but we're doing pretty good really in that regard. So that's what percent of homes that are, that have mortgages on them that are in foreclosure. It's 2% is still a lot of homes. Short sales percent of discount just shows that short sales tend to get more money back for the bank than a foreclosure. The bank's liable to lose 30% or so, 29% on a foreclosure and 23% on a short sale. Short sales is a percentage of all sales, and Michigan's 15%, Georgia's 20%. A lot of places, are down around 2% or so. So, 23%, 29%. So short sales, is 20% or higher. We're in sort of the middle bracket there. And those are the sources. You can pause this video. This is the sources where they got the information for this Keeping Current Matters reports. You can go to any of these websites and dig deeper into that information. We don't think we need the Espanol version of this. So that's that. I hope this is helpful to you. And now I don't know how to get out of here. Okay. Oh, that's right.